So how do you find out more about all of these courses? Well, all of these enablement offers are described in a particular document called the Enablement Catalogue. You can download the catalogue from the PDA Group website, shown here. I should point out that many courses, due to their interactive nature, require a certain degree of pre-work. So instead of you coming to a training course and listening to the instructor lecturing you, you can hear all of that in the pre-work as e-learning. So when you can come armed with questions, you can be ready to interact in role plays. And this is very much the design structure of these training courses. The catalogue also shows you a fee per participant. So be aware that all enablement offers do carry a charge. Now some of this, in fact up to 50% of this, can be paid for through your Marketing Development Fund or MDF. But the idea of the price is to make sure that we have the highest value content and instructors available for you in the training course. These prices are available based on standardized camps, but remember, if you want to tailor them, then please contact PDA Group to do that. The price list is valid until the 31st of December 2010. So a little bit about the enablement activity and how it comes to be. At the beginning of each year, in fact at the beginning of each quarter, your market unit team is looking at what's going on in that market unit. We're looking at which partners need which skills in which areas. We're defining the courses, we're building and refining anything that's needed, and then this leads to the creation of the materials and bookings of venues. So this is the organizational layer, and you don't need to know anything particularly about that. You will receive, based on the skills that you and your senior management have identified are required to be built in your organization, you'll receive an invitation to the courses that are relevant. And from that, you are able to register, and based on your registration being approved, you will then receive an invoice and joining instructions. When it comes to the event itself, you need to follow your joining instructions and attend, whether that be a physical location or access to some form of webinar online. At the event then, where possible, we will have some form of senior executive introduce the session and explain why it's part of the catalogue and why it is important to us, and then we'll go into the content proper. And remember, the emphasis is very much on role plays, on interaction, and we see here joint sessions and breakout sessions, and the discussion. We believe very strongly that any form of knowledge transfer should be done as pre-work, so that you don't have to consume that in a fixed time. You can do it whenever it suits you. Closing of the event, the key things to be aware of there is that at the end you will be asked for your feedback, and you will be asked to provide information about how you will take this into your daily life. So what is your call to action? And you see there on the closing and follow-up activities exactly this. You know, what feedback have you got? How can we enhance the course? But also, how satisfied are you? You will receive a certificate of completion, and as a follow-up to the course, maybe a few weeks later, you'll be asked, or your senior management will be asked again, for an indication on their satisfaction and impact to the business. Training isn't complete when you finish a training course. It's really important that you take it on and implement it in your business. So whilst here it says next trainings, camps and best performance challenge, also put into your personal plan some form of follow-up which says how much of what I learnt am I now applying, and talk to us. Talk to your channel development manager, channel sales manager, channel enabler, business coach, and talk to your senior management about what this training has meant to the business. Obviously there's no point in us trying to persuade future generations of people in your business to come to a training course that hasn't helped, but equally if it has helped, then we want to make sure those benefits are indeed maximised. That brings me to the end of this virtual enablement session on the menu card for SAP Business All-in-One. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact the PDA group via the email shown here, office@pdagroup.net, and or using the telephone to their office in Innsbruck. Thank you again. Happy selling.